Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into Set 2 of Plant Kingdom practice questions. These questions are designed to boost your NEET preparation and strengthen your concepts, one step at a time. PDF without explanation is already uploaded in our Linktree. Stay focused, stay curious, and let's grow together in learning. To help you prepare better, we've listed all the previous year questions count along with their topics. So, you'll know exactly what to expect and where to focus. It's your roadmap to smart and effective NEET prep. Without further ado, let's get started. Question 1. Statement 1. The pteridophytes are found in cool, damp, shady places. Statement 2. In pteridophytes, the main plant body is a sporophyte. Option A. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are incorrect. Option B. Statement 1 is correct, but Statement 2 is incorrect. Option C. Statement 1 is incorrect, but Statement 2 is correct. Option D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are correct. Explanation: Pteridophytes indeed prefer cool, damp, and shady habitats, so Statement 1 is correct. Also, the dominant generation in pteridophytes is the sporophyte, making Statement 2 also correct. So, Option D is the correct answer. Question 2. Assertion: A chlorella could be utilized to keep the air pure in space vehicles. Reason: Are the space travelers feed on chlorella soup? Option A. Both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option B. Assertion is correct, but reason is not correct. Option C. Assertion is not correct, but reason is correct. Option D. Both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation: Assertion A is correct because chlorella helps keep the air clean in space because it uses photosynthesis. It absorbs carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. Reason R is also correct because chlorella is a nutritious food and can be eaten by astronauts. But the reason does not explain the assertion because chlorella purifies air because of photosynthesis, not because it is eaten. So, Option A is the correct answer. Question 3. Which of the following statements about algae are correct? 1. Algae are chlorophyll-bearing, simple, thalloid heterotrophic and aquatic, both. Fresh and marine, organisms. 2. Algae reproduce by vegetative means only. 3. Fusion of two gametes dissimilar in size is termed as oogamous. 4. A few of the massive forms of algae, such as kelps, form massive plant bodies. 5. Algae are not useful to man. Option A. Only 1. Option B, both, and 3. Option C. Only 4. Option D. All of these. Explanation: First, algae are heterotrophic. It is incorrect. Algae are autotrophic because they make their own food using photosynthesis. Second, algae reproduce only by vegetative means. It is also incorrect because they reproduce in 3 ways: vegetative, asexual, and sexual. Third, fusion of dissimilar gametes is oogamy. It is also incorrect because that's anisogamy. Oogamy involves a large non-motile female and a small motile male gamete. Fourth, kelps form massive plant bodies. It is correct because kelps are large brown algae that form plant-like structures. Fifth, algae are not useful to humans. It is incorrect because algae are very useful for food, fuel, and industry. So, Option C is the correct answer. Question 4. Statement 1. In numerical taxonomy, observable characters are not given equal importance. Statement 2. More than 20 characters can't be studied at a time in numerical taxonomy. Option A. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are incorrect. Option B. Statement 1 is correct, but Statement 2 is incorrect. Option C. Statement 1 is incorrect, but Statement 2 is correct. Option D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are correct. Explanation. Statement 1. In numerical taxonomy, observable characters are not given equal importance. It is incorrect because in numerical taxonomy, all characters are given equal importance. Statement 2. More than 20 characters can't be studied at once. It is also incorrect because with computers, we can study many characters at the same time, not just 20. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 5. Match column 1 with column 2 and choose the correct option. Column 1. System of classification. A. Artificial system of classification. B. Natural system of classification. C. Phylogenetic system of classification. D. Numerical taxonomy. Column 2. Characteristics. 1. Based on a few morphological characters. 2. Based on evolutionary relationships between the various organisms. 3. Based on natural affinities among organisms and considering external as well as internal features. 4. Carried out using a computer. Option A, A2, B1, C3, D4. Option B, A1, B3, C2, D4. Option C, A3, B2, 1, D4. Option D, A1, B2, C3, D4. Explanation. A. The artificial system is based on easy-to-see features like the number of stamens, leaf shape, or whether the plant is an herb, shrub, or tree. It ignores internal structures and evolutionary relationships. An example of this system is Linnaeus classification. B. The natural system is based on many features, including external traits like flower structure and internal traits like anatomy and embryology. It shows the natural relationships between plants. A good example is Bentham and Hooker's classification. C. The phylogenetic system is based on evolutionary history and common ancestors. It uses fossil evidence, genetics, and molecular data. Engler and Prandtl's system is an example of this type. D. Numerical taxonomy uses computers and mathematics to study many traits at once. All traits are given equal importance. It is also called phonetics. So, option D is the correct. Question 6. Assertion, algae show only an anisogamous type of reproduction. Reason, in algae, gametes can be non-flagellated. Option A. Both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option B. Assertion is correct, but reason is not correct. Option C. Assertion is not correct, but reason is correct. Option D. Both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation. The assertion that algae do not show all types of sexual reproduction is incorrect. Algae exhibit all three types, isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy. However, the reason that some algae have non-flagellated gametes is correct at algae and certain green algae species. So, the assertion is false, but the reason is true. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 7. Conifers are adapted to tolerate extreme environmental conditions because of. Option A. Broad hardy leaves. Option B. Superficial stomata. Option C. Thick cuticle. Option D. Presence of vessels. Explanation. Conifers are well adapted to cold and dry climates. Their needle-shaped leaves have a thick cuticle that helps reduce water loss. They also have sunken stomata and resin ducts, all of which help them survive in harsh conditions. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 8. An example of a colonial alga is Option A. Volvox. Option B. Ulithrix. Option C. Spirogyra. Option D. Chlorella. Explanation. Volvox forms a colonial structure where many cells live together, but each can still function on its own. In contrast, Ulithrix and Spirogyra are filamentous forms, and Chlorella is completely unicellular. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 9. Which of the following is responsible for peat formation? Option A. Marchantia. Option B. Riccia. Option C. Funaria. Option D. Sphagnum. Explanation. Sphagnum, a type of moss, grows in bogs and wetlands. Over time, it accumulates and forms peat, a partially decomposed plant material. Peat is widely used as a fuel and also as a soil conditioner. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 10. Read the following statements, A to E, and answer the question that follow them. A. In liverworts, mosses, and ferns, gametophytes are free-living. B. Gymnosperms and some ferns are heterosporous. C. Sexual reproduction in fucus, volvox, and albugo is oogamous. D. The sporophyte in liverworts is more elaborate than in mosses. E. Both Pinus and Marchantia are dioecious. How many of the above statements are correct? Option A. 3. Option B. 4. Option C. 1. Option D. 2. Explanation. Statement A. In liverworts, mosses, and ferns, gametophytes are free-living. This is correct. In bryophytes like liverworts and mosses, the gametophyte is the main, independent plant. In ferns, the gametophyte is smaller, but it also lives freely. Statement B. Gymnosperms and some ferns are heterosporous. This is also correct. Gymnosperms and certain ferns like Selaginella produce two different types of spores, microspores and megaspores, so they are heterosporous. Statement C. Sexual reproduction in fucus, volvox, and albugo is oogamous. Correct again. All three organisms show oogamy, where a large, non-motile egg fuses with a small, motile sperm. Statement D. The sporophyte in liverworts is more elaborate than in mosses. This is incorrect. Moss sporophytes are more developed, they have structures like seta and capsule, making them more elaborate than liverwort sporophytes. Statement E. Both Pinus and Marchantia are dioecious. This is also incorrect. Marchantia is meaning separate male and female plants. But Pinus is monoecious, having both male and female cones on the same plant. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 11. Statement 1. Main plant body of bryophytes is sporophytic. Statement 2. Main plant body of pteridophytes is gametophytic. Option A. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are incorrect. Option B. Statement 1 is correct, but Statement 2 is incorrect. Option C. Statement 1 is incorrect, but Statement 2 is correct. Option D. Both Statement 1 and Statement 2 are correct. Explanation. A. Explanation. Statement 1. The main plant body of bryophytes is sporophytic. This is incorrect. In bryophytes, like mosses and liverwort, phyte is the dominant, green, independent plant body, not the sporophyte. Statement 2. The main plant body of pteridophytes is gametophytic. This is also incorrect. In pteridophytes, like ferns, the sporophyte is the main, dominant, and independent plant body, not the gametophyte. So, the correct answer is, both statements are incorrect. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 12. Match the following columns. Column 1, A. Chlorella. B. Adiantum. C. Sargassum. D. Prothallus. Column 2, 1. Pteropsida. 2. Marine algae. 3. Moss. 4. Pteridophyta. 5. Unicellular alga rich in proteins. Option A. A2, B5, C1, D3. Option B. A5, B4, C3, D2. Option C. A5, B1, C2, D4. Option D. A3, B2, C1, D5. Explanation. Let's understand the correct matches. A. Chlorella is a unicellular green alga. It's rich in proteins and is often used as a food supplement. B. Adiantum, also called maidenhair fern, is a type of pteridophyte, a non-flowering, spore-producing plant. C. Sargassum is a brown marine alga, commonly found floating in oceans, a type of large seaweed. D. Prothallus is the gametophyte stage of ferns. Ferns belong to Pteropsida, a class under pteridophytes. The correct match is A with 5, B with 1, C with 2, and D with 4. So, option C is the correct answer. Question 13. In gymnosperms, the pollen grains are released from. Option A. Microspore. Option B. Microsporangium. Option C. Megasporophyll. Option D. Microspore mother cell. Explanation. Let's understand where pollen grains come from in gymnosperms. Microspore is the actual pollen grain. It's the one that gets released during pollination. So, the correct answer is microspore. While others, microsporangium is the structure that produces and stores microspores, but it does not release them. Megasporophyll is the female part that carries ovules. It has no role in pollen formation or release. The microspore mother cell undergoes meiosis to form microspores, but the cell itself is not released, only the microspores are. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 14. Mycorrhizal association is found in. Option A. Cycas. Option B. Pinus. Option C. Sequoia. Option D. Ginkgo. Explanation. Let's find out which gymnosperm has a mycorrhizal association. Option A. Cycas. It is incorrect. Cycas has coralloid roots with cyanobacteria, not fungi. Option B. Pinus. It is correct. Pinus biotic association with fungi, that's called mycorrhiza. Option C. Sequoia. It is wrong. No strong evidence of mycorrhizal association here. Option D. Ginkgo. It is also incorrect. Ginkgo doesn't form this kind of fungal partnership. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 15. Match the following classes of pteridophytes with their correct examples. Column 1, Classes. A. Psilopsida. B. Lycopsida. C. Sphenopsida. D. Pteropsida. Column 2, Examples. 1. Dryopterus, Pteris, Adiantum. 2. Equisetum. 3. Selaginella. 4. Lycopodium. 5. Psilotum. Option A. A5, B3, C2, D1. B. A1, B2, C3, D4. Option C. A4, B3, C2, D1. Option D. A3, B5, C1, D2. Explanation. A. Psilopsida matches with Psilotum. Psilotum is a primitive vascular plant without true roots or leaves. It belongs to the class Psilopsida. B. Lycopsida matches with Selaginella. Selaginella is a small plant with microphyllous leaves, a typical lycopsid. C. Sphenopsida matches with Equisetum. Equisetum, also called horsedale, is the only living genus in this group. D. Pteropsida matches with Dryopteris, Pteris, and Adiantum. These are well-known ferns with large fronds under the class Pteropsida. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 16. Which one of the following is wrongly matched? Option A. Nostoc, water bloom. Option B. Spirogyra, motile gametes. Option C. Sargassum, chlorophyll C. Option D. Basidiomycetes, puffballs. Explanation. A. Nostoc, water bloom. It is correct. Nostoc is a cyanobacterium that often causes blooms in nutrient-rich water bodies. B. Spirogyra, motile gametes. It is incorrect. Spirogyra reproduces through it has non-motile gametes. C. Sargassum, chlorophyll C. It is correct. Sargassum is a brown alga that contains chlorophyll C, typical of Phaeophyceae. D. Basidiomycetes, puffballs. It is also correct. Puffballs are fungi belong to the class Basidiomycetes. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 17. Match the column 1 with column 2 and choose the correct option. Column 1. A. Amphibian of the plant kingdom. B. Specialized structures and liverworts for asexual reproduction. C. Monocotyledons and dicotyledons. D. A plant which has capacity to holding water. Column 2. 1. Sphagnum. 2. Angiosperms. 3. Bryophytes. 4. Gemmae. Option A. A3, B4, C1, D2. Option B. A3, B4, C2, D1. Option C. A4, B3, C2, D1. Option D. A3, B2, C4, D1. Explanation. A. Amphibian of the plant kingdom, bryophytes. They live on land but need water for reproduction. Hence, they're called amphibians of the plant kingdom. B. Specialized structures and liverworts for asexual reproduction, gemmae. Liverworts reproduce asexually using gemmae, which are found in small cup-like structures called gemma cups. C. Monocotyledons and dicotyledons, angiosperms. These two major plant groups belong to angiosperms, the flowering plants. D. A plant which has capacity to holding water, sphagnum. Sphagnum, commonly known as peat moss, can hold large amounts of water and plays a vital role in bog ecosystems. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 18. Which one is wrongly matched? Option A. Uniflagellate gametes, Polysiphonia. Option B. Biflagellate zoospores, brown algae. Option C. Unicellular organism, chlorella. Option D. Gemma cups marcantia. Explanation. Option A. Uniflagellate gametes, Polysiphonia is wrong. Polysiphonia is a red alga, and red algae do not have flagellated gametes. Option B. Biflagellate zoospores, brown algae is correct. Brown algae commonly produce biflagellate zoospores. Option C. Unicellular organism, chlorella is correct. Chlorella is a unicellular alga. Option D. Gemma cups, marcantia is correct. Marcantia reproduces asexually through gemmae found in gemma cups. So, option A is the correct answer. Question 19. Assertion, A. Gymnosperms do not form fruits. Reason, are their ovules remain exposed before and after fertilization. Option A. Both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option B. Assertion is correct, but reason is not correct. Option C. Assertion is not correct, but reason is correct. Option D. both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation. Gymnosperms don't form fruits because their ovules stay exposed before and after fertilization. In angiosperms, ovules are enclosed within an ovary, which later develops into a fruit. So, the reason clearly explains why gymnosperms don't make fruits. Both the statement and the reason are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 20. Select the incorrect statement. Option A, Chlorophyceae store food in the form of starch. Option B. Rhodophyceae have flagellated reproductive cells. Option C. Phaeophyceae possess chlorophyll A, C and fucoxanthin. Option D. Algae are mostly aquatic and autotrophic. Explanation. Rhodophyceae, or red algae, don't have flagellated reproductive cells, their gametes can't move, which makes them different from other algae. The other statements are correct. Chlorophyceae store food as starch. Phaeophyceae have chlorophyll A, C, and fucoxanthin. Algae are mostly aquatic and autotrophic. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 21. Oogamous type of reproduction is seen in 1. Fucus. 2. Spirogyra. 3. Eulothrix. 4. Volvox. Option 1 only. Option B 1 and 2 only. Option C 1 and 3 only. Option D 1 and 4 only. Explanation. Oogamous reproduction means a large, non-moving female gamete and a small, moving male gamete. 1. Fucus, it's oogamous. A brown alga with distinct male and female gametes. 2. Spirogyra, not oogamous. It reproduces by conjugation, and both gametes are non-motile. 3. Eulothrix, isogamous. Both gametes are similar and motile. 4. Volvox, oogamous. The male gametes move, but the female ones don't. So, option D is the correct. Question 22. The unique feature of bryophytes compared to other plant groups is that Option A. They produce spores. Option B. They lack vascular tissues. Option C. They lack roots. Option D. Their sporophyte is attached to the gametophyte. Explanation. Bryophytes are special because their sporophyte stays attached to the gametophyte and depends on it for food and water. In higher plants, the sporophyte grows on its own, but in bryophytes, the gametophyte is the main plant. Other features are not unique. Many plants make spores, some algae also lack vascular tissues, and not having true roots isn't only seen in bryophytes. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 23. Eulothrix can be described as a Option A. Non-motile colonial alga lacking zoospores. Option B. Filamentous alga lacking flagellated reproductive stages. Option C. Membranous alga producing zoospores. Option D. Filamentous alga with flagellated reproductive stages. Explanation. Eulothrix is a green alga made of long filaments. It reproduces in two ways. First, asexually by making zoospores with two flagella, which can move. Second, sexually by producing gametes that also have flagella and are motile. So, option D is the correct answer. Question 24. Funaria may be differentiated from Pinus by the character. Option A. No fruits are produced. Option B. No seeds are produced. Option C. Antheridia and Archegonia. Option D. Both A and B. Explanation. Funaria is a bryophyte, or moss, while Pinus is a gymnosperm. Funaria doesn't produce seeds, but Pinus does. Both don't produce fruits, and Antheridia and Archegonia are present in both, so these are not differences. So, option B is the correct answer. Question 25. Strobilli or cones are found in option A. Pteris. Option B. Marchantia. Option C. Equisetum. Option D. Salvinia. Explanation. Strobilli, or cones, are special parts that produce spores. Equisetum has strobilli. Pteris makes spores on its leaves, not in cones. Marchantia is a moss and doesn't have cones. Salvinia is a fern but doesn't form cones either. So, option C is the correct answer. Here are the answers. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can download the PDF from our Linktree. The full Plant Kingdom series playlist is linked in the description. We've also added videos and PDFs with mnemonics, examples, and diagrams for this chapter. If you missed Set 1, that's linked too. Up next is the Animal Kingdom series. See you in the next video. Keep learning and stay motivated.